All right, this one's about 85 yards out. Well, that one wasn't super solid contact. Ooh, would you look at that? He just went ahead and chipped it in there. Wow. And your friends one up on you after that first hole. All right, let's go. We got a par 4 on the second hole. All right, bombs. Yeah, we'll have that. And he is in the beach. Let's see how he gets out of this one. Okay, second shot here on the second. There's something off on that swing. I just can't figure out what. And from the green side bunker. Okay, as long as we're out of that bunker, that's all I care about. Good stuff. Okay, for the save. And I think this one's breaking pretty hard, right to left. All right, we're getting there. Well done. Okay, and if he sinks this next putt, he will go 2 up. Okay, you're conceding that putt. Your opponent will win the hole, and we're just going to move on with our lives, going to the next hole. All right, we got a par 4 on this third hole. Here we go. Let's let this one go. Unlucky. Second shot on the third. Okay, let's see how he deals with this sand trap. Setting up here with a extremely long putt. And if this next putt drops, he's going to go 3 up. Looks like a bit of a break in this one to the right. Looks like he's put it on a good line. Continues to be on line. Will it go? Oh, and he gets it to go. All right, just looking at the next hole now, that one was a bit of a loss. And the fourth hole, we have a par 3. Hello and a big, warm welcome from me, John McCarthy, to you for playing PGA Tour 2K25. We are just playing the back 9 today. Let's give it our best. Have a good round out there today. Little less than pure on that swing. Oh, let's see what you can do on this one. And this will be his second shot. Let's see what you have on the second shot here on the 10th. Way to chip that one close. Well done. This one's for his par. Let's see what he does. This one looks like it'll break to the right. Looks like he's put a good stroke on it. And you'll go one up on your opponent if you can just sink this putt. And after the first hole, you're one up. Let's see what we can do here on the 11th. And it looks like that fairway has a bit of a downslope out there in the landing area. Could get some extra yards. So far, so good for this one. And let's see how this hole goes down for him. Ooh, this could chase out, hitting that downslope. Well, you don't see that every day. They're ripping the driver right off the turf. Bold. Here's our second shot on hole number 11. Taking driver off the fairway, are you? And this one coming out of the deep rough. Oof, Right by with the chip. Back to all square if they sink this putt. I think this putt looks like it's going left to right. Okay, he's going to win the hole with that one. And we are all square after that hole. And we're on the 12th hole. We got a par 4. Oh, this tee shot should work. All right, let's let this one go. That'll work. This is about 185 yards or so to the pin. Heading a little bit to the left on the approach. Well, that's all right. We'll get on the green next time. This is leaning to the right. Setting up with a sandy old lie. Ooh, bad break. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go. Ouch, right by the hole. 20 feet to the hole from here. And here's an uphill putt. Moving to the just a little bit aggressive there. 5 feet to the cup from here. All right, your opponent's giving you that one, and we'll take it. Let's go to the next. All right, that putt goes in, and he will win this hole. And after that hole, your friend is 1 up for the match. Okay, 13th hole. We got a par 4. Let's go. All right, interested to see what you have in store for us here. Good gracious, you absolutely lit that one up. That was a huge drive. And here we go. This is his second shot. Oh, is he going to get this to go? And your friend's 2 up on you after that hole. And this one's a par 3 here on the 14th. And he might roll this into the rough. And let's see what you do off the tee here. Ooh, close with that chip. All right, sink this and you'll take the hole. This one goes right and then it goes left. I don't know. Do you split the difference here and just hit it straight? It's up to you. Just a little too much power. And this next putt for par. This one's going to the left. Oh, almost. Here's his 6-foot putt. Okay, this putt, and you can win the hole. And it drops. Well done. Way to win that hole. And you gotta like that. You're making up ground on your friend after that hole. All right, you caught the downslope. Let's see how far this baby runs. Little play. And he's ready to let her rip. Let's see how this hole goes. Oh, yeah, off the downslope. This is going to chase out. Second shot here on the 15th. And if he drops this, it'll save par. So it looks like it has a little bit of a break to the left. Here's a 6-foot putt. And your opponent has graciously given you that putt, and now we can head to the next hole. And after that one, we're all square. 16th hole is upon us here. Let's see what happens. All right, you caught that downslope. Let's see how far you can get this to run. He's ready to tee off. Let's see what happens here with him. And let's see what happens. This is his second. Okay, setting up here with an elevated green ahead. And this is a long distance putt. Let's see what he does. It's breaking to the left, I think. Oh, almost. All right, drop this and you'll go one up on your opponent. No, that was tough. It's a little bit too hard on that one. Sinking this next putt will be for his par. And this putt to go one up for the match. Ooh, that one goes down, and that's going to take the hole. Good job. And after that one, you are one up. And teeing up now on the 17th. Landing area slopes away from us. Might be able to get some extra yards. It's a nice looking tee shot. Looks like he caught the downslope. This could run out. All right, let's see what he does on this one. Ooh, extra distance happening here off the downslope. And this one's around 160 yards out. And maybe you want to dial a little backspin in here. This is a downslope that could be dangerous around the pin. Okay, we're on the green. Taking this one with the 9-iron. Will he make it? He's got a long putt, so could go either way. Ooh, looks like he's put it on a pretty good line. All right, sink the putt, win the match, then we can all go home. And as you line this putt up, tilting a little bit to the right. Oh, come on, be nice. Here we go. Let's drop this and get your par. And if he drops this, he'll have the hole. And that'll do. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. Okay, it's a lengthy par 4. That was a good one. And he's ready to tee off. Let's see what he has. And this one's about 210 from the pin. And the approach heading to the left. Well, unfortunately, that's a missed green. And he's in the fairway bunker. Let's see what happens. Oh, man. Good chip. We'll be back to all square if they drop this putt. Yeah, I think this putt's going to break to the right. I think he's put it on a good line. Oh, and he can't get it to drop. This putt is about 11 feet. It looks like this one's breaking to the left. Oh! This one's a 4-foot putt. All right, we don't even have to putt that one out. Your opponent's letting you have it. All right, they've finished up, and guess what? We're heading to a playoff. Let's get at it. Okay, let's see who comes out on top. We have one final playoff hole in this match play affair. If you still are tied at the end of this one, we'll give the win to whoever is closest to the hole. This is an 8-iron. All right, final player to tee off here on this playoff hole. Let's get this as close as we can to the pin. All right, we need to win by score alone. You didn't get closest to the pin off the tee. That might hinder you. All right, you can win the playoff right here. This one's got a pretty hard break left to the right. Oh, come on. All right, he needs this to go down to win. No, he did it. He put that one down, and that will seal the playoff win. And just drop this on in, and you'll... A big hello to you from myself, John McCarthy. Pleased to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. I got good vibes about the day. I think we got good things ahead. I guess we're just doing the front nine of this course today. Let's do this. All right, bombs away. Let's hit that fairway. And just sheer terror coming off the club face there. Powerful drive. And as he sets up, he's got about 180 yards to go here. The approach is heading a bit to the right. And second shot here on the first. All right, third shot for him. Hey, I'm liking that one. Nice chip. All right, this putt for his bogey. Ooh, that was close. Okay, this putt to go one up on your friend. All right, we're in there. You've won this hole. Great work. Good job. You are one up after that first hole. We got a nice tailwind on this hole. See what you can do with that. And let's see how this tee shot fares for him. Well, not the purest of strokes. And there's not a lot of ball showing in here. This is the deep rough. Let's see how he does. Yeah, this one's coming out of the rough, and I don't know if it's going to make it. Second shot here on hole number 2. Oh, that chip almost went. And he needs this to save par. Let's see what happens. I think this one's going to go a bit to the left. Ooh, right by. And this putt from 4 feet. All right, you've given him that one. Let's go to the next hole. Okay, if you sink this, you'll go 2 up on your friend. All right, bottom of the cup, and you've won the hole. And you're 2 up after that hole. Heads up, wind's going right to left on this one. I like it. I like what you did there. Alrighty, he's good to go on this one. Let's see how he does. Here's their 7-iron. And he's setting up for a birdie here. Eight-footer here in front of us. And that hole will be halved. Okay, fourth hole, par 4. Here we go. This one looks pretty safe. Here we go. Let's see what this guy does. And from here, he is looking at around 205 yards to the pin. This one's going right. And hitting into an elevated green on this one. A little too far to the right on the approach, I think. All right, let's see what happens. This is his third shot. And from the green side, sand. Looking for an up and down here. Well judged on that one. All right, he's going to need this to win the hole. Looks like this putt will track a bit to the right. And yep, made it count. That's for his par. And moving along here, next hole coming up. And the fifth hole, we have a par 5 ahead of us. Okay, give this a smash. We'll take those all day. He's definitely into the second cut here. Let's see how he does. He has a chance of winding up in the rough here. All right, and this one just barely makes its way into that second cut of rough. And this one's around 235-ish to the pin. All right, here he comes out of the deep rough. Let's see how he deals with it. Okay, and from the greenside bunker, let's nestle this one in nice and close. Well played out of the sand. We're on the green. And if he sinks this, it'll be for birdie. I think this one's going left to right. Oh, so close. And if you can sink this, you'll go 2 up for the match. And it looks like this is breaking pretty hard to the left. Bit long on that one. This putt's around 5 feet. And if he manages to sink this putt, the hole will be halved. All right, conceding another putt. Let's head on to the next. And that hole will be halved. And now the par 4 6th. This one's fairway bound. All right, let's go. Let's launch this one out there. That'll do. And he's setting up from 120 yards out. Going to the beach. And this one's about 120 yards to the pin. A little bit to the right on the approach here. Well, that'll do for now. He's got some sand to contend with. Let's see what happens. Okay, he's in the sand. Let's see if he can get out. Okay, drop this and you'll go 2 up on your friend. Breaking pretty hard to the left. All right, he's setting up his next putt, and yeah, it's a long one. Yeah, looks like he's put on a good line here. It's still on track. Oh my, and he makes it. You'll be 2 up on the match if you sink this putt. And after that one, you're 2 up. And teeing up now on the 7th. He's ready to let her rip here. Let's see what he does. And this one's around 185 yards to the pin. Well, that's too bad. Pretty sure you weren't planning on that. It's okay. Oh, chip was close. That chip was pretty close. Okay, this is extreme putting. Hopefully you get this to go. Hopefully you get this close. I would accept just getting close on this one. Oh, right by. And if he sinks this, he'll take the hole. I think this one's going left to right. And here's his look at par. And this one's, I think, going left to right. Oh, This putt is just around 12 feet. I think this one's going left to right. And that one will drop for the bogey. And if you sink this putt, it will take this match to Dormy. And that hole's halved. Okay, par 3, 8th hole is next. All right, let's see how he does. And here's their 8-iron. Fingers crossed for a nice up and down out of this greenside bunker. You're getting some sand practice in today. That's, you know, every cloud. Oh, my! Robbery. Yeah, I wish that one went down. Well, this should be fun for him, hitting out of the beach and all. Oh, how are you? Here's your 4th shot. Okay, here he goes. He's got a very long putt to deal with. Let's see what happens. Oh. This one for triple bogey. And he needs this to win the hole. All right, he dropped that one in there, and that's going to win the hole. Well, let's regroup before the next tee. See what we can do then. And we can cap off the front 9 with a par 4. All right, here we go. Give it a rip. Let's hit that fairway. Holy mackerel. That was tattooed. Let's see how he does out of the sand. Not an amazing swing. All right, hitting into an elevated green. Oh, that'll do. And he's hitting out of the deep stuff here. Okay, this is what he has left to save the par. I think this is going to go right to left. Almost. And a 9-foot putt for him. All right, let's do this. You got this to win the match. Just a little too much pace on that one. All right, if you sink this next putt, you're going to win the match. Let's go. This one's just a short putt, but I think it's going to the right. And the match is over, and you have won. Finishing the match at 2 up on your opponent. Good work. Congratulations. Well, that's it for me. This is where we go our separate ways. Thank you for the round. Hello there, and it is lovely to see you today. My name's John McCarthy, and I want to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Let's get this in gear. We've got a first hole par 4 ahead. Now let's stripe this drive into the fairway and get on our way. Okay, let's smash this one out there. Oh, well, that's no good. Here's our second shot on the 10th. And with this approach, you got to be careful with that downslope around the pin. This one could get away from you. Good job getting back in the fairway, taking yourself out of harm's way. And he's setting up now about 130 yards out. This is our third shot. Yeah, you'll take that. And this putt right here will put him at 1 up. Looks like this one's taking a break to the left. Ooh, almost. And here he goes, putting for par. If you drop this, it could save par. And after that one, we're all square here. All right, par 4 here on the 11th hole. All right, let's launch this into the atmosphere, preferably hitting the fairway. Yeah, that'll work. And he's coming out of the deep rough here. Might not be enough from the rough. Setting up here 145 yards away. Yeah, we'll take that. Okay, he's setting up from the green side sand. And this putt's around 11 feet out. Oh my goodness. Okay, here's your chance to go 1 up on your opponent. I think this starts off pretty straight and then goes to the right. Hello there, and welcome to the game that is PGA Tour 2K25. My name's John McCarthy. We are playing match play today. This is going to be a good one. Okay, have a good round. He's looking ready to roll. Let's see how he does on this hole. Oh, looking good off the tee. And from 170-ish yards out. Taking this one with the 8-iron. All right, second shot on the 10th. Going a bit left of the pin. Nice approach. Okay, this is his third. And here he is from the greenside rough. And you'll go one up on your opponent if you can just sink this putt. Look at this, your opponent's giving you this putt. Take it and run. And you're one up on your friend after this first hole. Okay, a longer par 4 on this hole. Yep, that's going to do. All right, let's see how he does on this hole. All right, this shot's around 165 yards from the pin. This approach is into an elevated green. This next putt will be for his birdie. Oh no, it's right by the hole. Ooh, he almost got that one to go. Okay, if you sink this, you'll go 2 up on your friend. I think this one's breaking pretty hard to the left. Little too hard. Okay, drop this and you'll go 2 up on your friend. Oh, oh man. And now this from 5 feet. And this will have the hole if you sink this. And that hole will be halved. Teeing it up now on the 12th. Not the greatest contact on that one. And that approach was a bit wayward. And he's ready to go. Let's see how this hole goes for him. Going with a 5 wood on this one. Okay, second shot here on the 12th. And if this goes down, they're going to take things all square again. I think this one's breaking to the left. I think I'll let your putting do the talking here from way out. Going up the hill and to the left. A little bit too firm on that one. And hopefully we can make this for bogey. I think this one's moving to the right. And as that putt drops, that's a second bogey in a row. Let's turn things around. And as he drops that one to the bottom, he has also won this hole. And after that hole, we're all square. Okay, here we have a par 5 on the 13th. Okay, let's rip this out into the fairway. Whoa, came onto that one. Look at that fly. And he'll set up from 240 yards out. Here is their 5-wood. And here's our second shot on the 13th. And that green slopes away from you, so this approach could go a little long if you're not careful. He's got a 9-footer here. And this one looks like it's kind of moving from the left to the right. And this putt drops, you can go 1 up. Yep, I knew you had it in you. Great way to bounce back. Birdieing this one after bogeying the last. Great stuff. You're 1 up after that one. Let's see what happens here on number 14. And he's ready to tee off here. Let's see how this goes. And this one's about 135 yards from the pin. Well, it looks like you're a bit off on that approach. Let's see what his second shot looks like. Oh, close. Pretty close with that chip. Alrighty, give a tap and we'll head on to the next hole. Good stuff. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. Okay, here we go with the 15th hole. We got a par 4 on this one. Yikes. And he's ready to let her rip. Let's see how this hole goes. Okay, coming out of the second cut. Could be dicey. Let's see what he does. And they're going with the 5-wood. Here's our second shot on the 15th hole. Okay, much safer place to play from here. Out of the sand, into the fairway. Okay, setting up about 180 yards out. Okay, we've found your friend here in the deep rough. Let's see how he does. Good job with that chip shot. And they'll take this all square if they can sink this. That was a good putt. This match is all square after that hole. All right, here we go. Par 5, 16th hole. Let's do it. This one's heading to the fairway, I think. All right, let's send this ball away. Yeah, I think we will hit the fairway here. Little less than pure on that swing. Alrighty, second shot on the 16th. He's got a 16-footer. I think this one's breaking to the left. Ooh. And this putt to go 1 up for the match. I think we got a right to left break on this one. A bit too much power into that putt. And the only thing left to do is sink this putt and get your par. And a 5-foot putt for him. And that hole will be halved. All right, this one is number 17. We have a par 3 here. Okay, let's see what you got here. Beauty of a swing there. And there we go. Nice little approach shot. This one's for birdie. Looks like this one's breaking to the right. Oh, it's going right by. All right, if you sink this, you'll take the match dormy. All right, that drops on in there, and you will win the hole. And after that one, you are 1 up in the match. Let's see what happens here on the 18th. Yeah, it looks like this one will play. All right, let's see how he does here on this hole. Ooh, off the downslope. Watch this one run. Okay, second shot for him on this one. Okay, about 235 yards left to go. All right, on the green and under regulation, you got a putt for eagle, and that's fantastic. Let's see how you do here. We have a very long putt ahead of us. Good luck with this. Got to give it some gas up the hill, and it's breaking a little to the right. Just a little too much power. And you two will be all square if they sink this. This one seems to be tilting left to right. Oh. Now you've got a 7-foot putt. And this one is over. You pulled out the win and kicked your opponent's opponent to the curb. Great job out there on the course. Well, I had a good time out there today. I am happy that you brought me along for the ride, and hopefully we'll see you real soon. Hello there and welcome to PGA Tour 2K25. Happy to have you with us. Just doing the front 9 today, I guess. And let's get this thing going. Ooh, that drive had some mustard on it. I got sand in my shoes already. Let's get out of here. Okay, out of that bunker onto the green now. That's good stuff. Now, let's see what we can do with that long putt. All right, this is for the bird. This putt's going left to right pretty hard. Well, that was tough. It's a little bit too hard on that one. And if they sink this, they will go 1 up for the match. I think it's breaking to the left. And it drops. Okay, your opponent is 1 up after that one. All right, we got a par 5 here on the second hole. Okay, let's launch this next tee shot. What do you say? Okay, you've got about 220 yards to go. And it's a big hello to you from me, John McCarthy. I'm here to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Let me tell you, things are fixing to get fun right now. And today, it's just the back 9 of this course. Hope you have a good round out there. Okay, time to send it. Would you look at the distance on this? And let's see what happens. He's got 145 yards to the pin. Well, this approach is leaning a bit to the right. And second shot on the 10th coming up. Oh, might have enough to get to the green. And this putt's going to put him one up. Looks like this one will break a bit to the left. I think he's on the right track here. Continues on a great line. Oh, and he gets that to drop. And unfortunately, you're one down after the first hole. Now we head to the 11th. We have a par 3 ahead of us. Well, let's see what you got. Best of luck on this one. We've got a lot of real estate to cover here. This one looks like it's going to the right and downhill a bit. Just, yeah, a little too much on there. And if he sinks this next putt, he's going to go 2 up. And I think this one's breaking to the left. Oh. This one's about 8 feet from the cup. And if he can sink this, that's going to have the hole. Okay, give him that short one and we'll head to the next. And that hole will be halved. And this one's a par 4 for the 12th. Okay, full sand, let's go. Got some good contact on that one. Here we go, setting up with an elevated green ahead of us. We might need more club. And from the deep stuff. This might not be enough out of the rough. All right, you'll take this hole if you sink this putt. And this one's breaking pretty hard to the left here. Just kind of squirted off the green there. That's no good. And he's staring in the face of a bogey here. Okay, we'll concede another putt here today and move on. And if you want to have the hole, you got to make this putt right here. And that hole's halved. Okay, 13th hole, par 4. Let's do it. All right, let's go. Pound this one out there. Beautiful swing. Okay, let's see what he does here. He's around 205 yards out. All right, here's our second shot on the 13th. Good job. We're on the green. Here is a 12-footer. This one's going to the left. Boom. Drops it in there. Nicely done for birdie. He's got about 8 feet to the cup. All square after that hole. Getting a look at the 14th hole now. And let's see how this hole goes down for him. And they've chosen the pitching wedge. And here's shot number 2 on hole number 14. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go 1 up. Looks like a bit of a break in this one to the right. And from there, not a bad result. Okay, you need this to go, this to save par. It looks like this one's breaking right to left. Oh, unfortunate. 3 feet left. And this putt right here will put him at 1 up. Yeah, that's a good call. I don't think we were going to win this hole anyway. And your friend over there is 1 up after that one. Okay, 15th hole is next. This one's a par 5. Looks like this one will be safe in the fairway. All right, load up. Let's let this go. Come on, hold on to that fairway for us. Okay, it could have been worse, just barely into this first cut. And here's his second shot. This one's heading a little bit too much to the right. Okay, from the rough. This one's a little to the right on approach. And that one rolled into the deep stuff, unfortunately. All right, I like being back on the fairway. And if he sinks this next putt, he's going to go 2 up on you. Look out. Looks like he's put a good stroke on it. Continues to look good. Oh, the putt won't go. He's still made a pretty good putt, though. Okay, here we go. This one for the par. Oh! And if he sinks this, he will go 2 up. All right, that one's going to go down, and he will take the hole. Okay, on to 16. This one's a par 4. All right, and that one will indeed just barely get into this first cut. All right, bombs away. Let's see what happens here. Let's go. Oh my goodness, you launched that ball. And unfortunately, you couldn't hold the fairway. No big deal. We're in the first cut. And here's our second shot on the 16th. Went right by. Okay, he's looking to get out of this greenside rough. This one he's going to take a stab at for birdie. Okay, giving another putt over to your opponent. That's fine. Let's move on. This one's just 3 feet. The birdie putt drops, and I'm thankful because last hole with that bogey got me a little scared. And this one is the 17th, and we got a par 3 here. This is an 8 iron. Okay, let's see what you do here. Left, heading left. Well, you're not going to hit every green today. That's all right. All right, good luck. Second shot here on the 17th. And if he sinks this next putt, he takes the match. It looks like this one's breaking to the left. All right, let's sink this one for par. All right, if this goes down, you're packing. All right, and he's going to end things off today with a par. Well, this one is over, and you couldn't pull out the win. Your friend will walk away, two up over you at the end of this one. And that was a bit of fun. Thanks so much for the round. I'm glad that you brought me along for the ride. We'll see you next time. Hello and welcome to PGA Tour 2K25. My name is John, and today we have match play ready to kick off. Let's see if you can go low today. We'll get it back. Okay, he appears to be ready to roll on this one. Let's see how this tee shot goes. This could roll into the rough, I think. Okay, he's coming out of the deep stuff. From the fairway bunker. Well, you're on the green. You just have a lot of work to do to get to that cup, though. Okay. Yeah, let it go. Let this one go. I know it's far away, but these are the ones you just want to get close. Oh, that one zipped right by, didn't it? And that's definitely unplanned, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Oh, saving the par with the chip. There's a move. And this putt's going to put him one up. Nothing wrong with that putt. And let's see, he's setting up now, 2-footer. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, just a short putt. We can move on now. All square after the first hole. And let's see what the second hole has in store for us. Nicely done. All right, let's see what he does on this one. And from here, it's about 115 yards to the pin. Yep, that's gonna work. All right, this is his second. A little too much to the right. All right, he rolled that one into the second cut. Ooh, almost in there with the chip. All right, drop this and you'll go one up on your opponent. This one looks like it'll break to the right. Right by. And this is his putt to save par. Let's see what happens. And a 4-foot putt. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. Now we will tee up on the third hole. Good one. Alrighty, he's good to go on this one. Let's see how he does. This one's about 195 out. Looks like a little draw. You puts one. Come on, come on, bounce to the right. And he's trying to get out of this deep rough. Let's see how this goes. Okay, this putt to go one up on your friend. And this is an uphill putt moving right to left. Oh, just slides by. And he's setting up for a very long putt here. This one's breaking left to right. And you'll go one up on your opponent if you can just sink this putt. This one's leaning tiny little bit to the left. Just a little too much pace on that one. All right, par putt. And getting the old free putt par for this hole. All right, if he drops this, he's going to have the hole. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. And now we're teeing up on the 4th. Really nice swing. Decent approach there. And he's just about ready to tee off. Let's see how he does. They're going with the 5-iron here. Sink this and you'll pull down a birdie. This one's going uphill and to the right. Oh. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go 1 up. And this one's going a bit to the right. This putt's around 5 feet away. And this next putt for par. And that hole will be halved. And let's see how we do here on the 5th. Good job. He's ready to tee off. Let's see what happens here with him. And as he sets up, he's around 245 yards out. This one's heading left. Here's our second shot on this 5th hole. Let's see how this shapes up. This is his 3rd shot.
Goodness, that almost went down.
This is a super long putt. No 2 ways around it. Let's see how you do. This putt is 29 feet out. This putt's moving uphill and to the right. This putt is 9 feet away. I think this one will go left to right. Oh, that was almost in. All right, this could be a bit of a grind. You could just concede the hole and move on if you like. And your friend is just 1 up after that hole. Here we go. Par 4, 6th hole. Here we go. Let's let this one go. Nothing wrong with that. All right, this shot's around 130 yards from the pin. Okay, second shot on the 6th. This might need to bite. Well, it's unlucky. Missed the green on that one. And if this next putt drops, he'll go 2 up. This one looks like it's moving a bit to the right here. All right, come on now. This putt to save par. Okay, he's left with this to have the hole. And that hole will be halved. All right, 7th hole now, and it's a par 4. All right, let's let her fly. Let's go. You made good contact. All right, we'll take that. Here he goes, putting for par here. And down it goes. He's in the hole with that one. Okay, you need this to win the hole. That will go to the bottom of the cup, and you have won this hole. All square after that hole. Here we go. Let's see what happens here on the 8th. Great swing. And let's see how he does on this hole. And let's see what he does here. He's got around 210 to the pin. Looks like this one's going left. Second shot here on hole number 8. Nice shot. That'll do. This is his 3rd shot. And if you sink this, we'll take the match to Dormy. Now this from 5 feet. Okay, here's our par putt. And that hole will be halved. All right, let's see what we can do off the tee here. It's a long par 4. He's ready to tee off. Let's see what he has. Oh, needs to hold on to the fairway. Might be dangerous. Oh, that's good stuff. Held on to the fairway there. That's great. And we're setting up here about 210 or so from the pin. This could be heading for the rough. Oh, missed the green on that one. Here's a look at their 5-iron. And we are back in the fairway. Oh my, almost in with the chip. If he can sink this match is going to go into... And as that goes down, we wound up with a tie at the top. And that means we are going to a playoff hole. All right, you've got first crack at this playoff hole. Let's make it count. Great job on that approach. He's ready to let her rip here. Let's see what he does. Five-iron on display for this one. All right, the playoff tee shots are done. You ended up closest to the pin, and that's going to be a bit of an advantage. Okay, this is his birdie putt. Oh, almost. He's got a 10-foot putt here. Looks like a right to left break. All right, this putt to win the playoff. And there it is. The playoff has been won by you, as I knew you would. Well, that's going to just about do it, I think. Well done in this match. I'm glad to have seen you pull out that win in the playoff hole. Great work.